Hello guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Anime Sensei. So, before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. Now, let's get right into the list.
Before we start the video, let me show you Immortal Rising, the extreme idle action RPG that will take you on a journey beyond the limits. With dark fantasy graphics, unique characters, monsters, and backgrounds, Immortal Rising offers a one-of-a-kind gaming experience that will leave you spellbound. Experience exciting, extreme, and stylish action as you wield swords, daggers, bows, and magic skills to defeat evil monsters. And the best part, you'll receive huge rewards and benefits, including gems, enhanced stones, rune dice, and gold, whether you're online or offline. Join a guild and grow along with other users through exciting guild content. Compete with countless users and get rewarded through PvP content. With over 600,000 downloads worldwide and a store score of 4.75/5, Immortal Rising is one of the best idle RPGs recognized by users. Click the link in the description to download and become a part of the Immortal Rising community. Don't miss out on the limitless progression ahead.
10. Bintu. Fighting over food was never the same for me after watching this series. I gotta give it to you guys, at first I wasn't even interested in it. The show was recommended to me by a friend, and I watched it for that reason. However, as soon as episode 1 was over, I found myself going to the next and the next. Last thing I know, I finished the series in one sitting. The show is clearly a parody, as the idea of the show is silly and ridiculous to say the least. The main character, Yuo, after discovering that such a world of dogs and wolves exist, decides to join in on the fun rather than remain a pig watching from the sidelines. The battles are over the top and so hilarious you can't stop laughing. As for the character, he learns the true meaning and beauty in hard-earned food. Not even Black Friday drama can compare to this show. 9. The God of High School. A tournament created to find the strongest there is and find who's the most powerful martial artist ever. The God of High School is the most prestigious event gathering martial artists from all around the world. What no one discovers until later in the tournament, though, is that they have certain powers called GP, and the higher it is, the stronger a person is, as it allows mere humans to borrow godly powers from the entities you can't begin to fathom. One stands above all of them, though, and he is the Monkey King, the sage equal of heaven himself. But where is he exactly? Or should I say, who is he? 8. Dakara Boku wa H ga dekinai. Although she tricks him at first and takes from him what he values the most, his sleaziness, his only aim becomes to ally with the goddess and banish her again from the human realm, back to hell, and regain what she's stolen from him. But since it's an ecchi harem, we all know where this is going and how it will end. With them falling in love, he always rushes out to her rescue and protect her. 7. A daily life of the Immortal King. The first time we see this guy is as a young child wandering in a ruined city being attacked by a giant demonic frog. The heroes of the city gather to dispatch it, but are all defeated rather easily and swiftly to say the least. I dare say like swatting flies. With all hope lost, the child stands face to face to the frog, and as the frog taunts him and says he will eat him, he gets hit with a kick that throws him up into the air and staggers him by the potential for such a child to be able to do that. Fast forward to high school. He's all grown up and ready to take the test to decide which class he's in and how powerful he is. And what does he do? He breaks the machine and totals it completely. This guy is a literal god that will do anything to protect the ones he loves and guard them safely, even to the point of going back in time, which is practically an impossible feat. But he still made it happen and makes sure that this time things are done differently and that his friends will survive through it. 6. Fugao Keiji. Balance Unlimited. We all see the memes about this guy and just how freaking wealthy he is, and now he'll be putting this wealth to good use as he's now working with the modern crime prevention as a detective, and along with his polar opposite partner, you guys are guaranteed to see them bicker even more than an old married couple every time they have opposing opinions and a clash of ideals, and I gotta say, it's so funny every single time you watch it. 5. Hakuo Uki. Okay, so first of all, this is a show based off of a shoujo dedicated audience game. So don't get your hopes high. But also, don't underestimate this show, since doing so would be a big mistake to say the least. This show starts off at first with Chizuru, the main character, disguising as a guy and going off to find her father, who's a medic that she lost contact with several months now. While on her journey, she's ambushed by rogue Ronin, and if that wasn't enough, the same Ronin that ambushed her suddenly were being devoured, disemboweled, and torn into pieces by white-haired humanoid creatures that aren't exactly human. In the midst of these events, the Shinsengumi arrive in the nick of time to save the day and slay those foul beasts. But sadly, there were no heroes in shining armor, as they detain the MC and take her back to headquarters for questioning, since they're looking for her father as well. For what reason would they want a simple medic, you say? Well, why don't you watch and find out? 4. Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry. He wasn't born a prodigy or born with out-of-this-world broken abilities. What he was born with, however, was a blazing soul and a heart filled with determination and pride on his swordsmanship. This MC has a few skills, but when it comes to his powers, quality is what matters, not the quantity. His abilities include ultimate defense, sword-style memorization, and his ace in the hole, Ito Shura, his most powerful skill. Using this skill, he buffs his physical strength beyond his body's limit at the price of a killer body ache to the point he sometimes can't even move a muscle. And with it being his ace, he can only use it once every 24 hours. This anime MC strives and fights the most and trains the hardest in order to prove to everyone that he is the strongest. Fun fact, by the way, the worst one is his nickname in his school. Three. Itai no wa Nano de Bugyuyorku. After a while of bugging from her friend, Kaide Honju hesitantly agrees to try New World Online, an extremely popular VR MMO played by hundreds of thousands of people across Japan. She names her in-game character Maple and sets out on her journey. She's a proper noob to this genre, and she allocates all of her stat points to Vitality in order to not lose any health. With 0 stat points in any of the other categories, Maple has extremely high defense, but she can't hit hard or move very fast. Lucky for her though, due to her high defense, Maple acquires a bunch of overpowered skills, such as Total Defense, Poison Immunity, and Devour. These skills come hand in hand along with a bunch of the new items she acquires in the game, which allow her to destroy enemies in a single hit. After only a few days worth of playtime, she gains the reputation as a player that is both unkillable and overly powerful. 2. 91 days. You can't expect to grow into an upstanding citizen if you were born in a town called Lawless, now can you? This is the town ruled by the Venetti Mafia family. Angelo Lagusa witnesses the slaughter of his parents and younger brother at the hands of said mafia. Losing all he ever held dear in a glimpse, he escapes Lawless, hoping for a new start and a clean slate, even going as far as changing his name, adopting the persona of Avilio Bruno. 7 years pass, and Avilio receives a mysterious letter urging him to return to Lawless, as it was finally his chance to avenge his family's death. Avilio doesn't waste a chance at revenge and returns to Lawless, befriending Nero, the son of the Venetti Don. 91 days is a journey of bloodstain and slaughter on the path of vengeance, as he slowly ends all those who had a hand in his family's deaths. 1. Tengen Toppa. This isn't much of a rage or loss of control moment, as much as it is a final attack that puts everything on the line. In the final fight against the Anti-Spiral, everything is on the line in this battle, and the Anti-Spiral is a cosmic entity which power is unknown. It is too damn strong. It uses galaxies as freaking shuriken. While fighting Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann Simon and all his friends put their lives on the line, giving Simon the chance he needs to fight the Anti-Spiral in single combat. The scene itself is breathtaking, and don't you dare even blink for a second or you're gonna miss it. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and leave a comment. And if you're new to the channel, you should consider turning that red subscribe button gray. I post regular content like every 2 days or so. Well then, see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay safe and watch anime. If you got a problem to speak out, I'm a cowboy and let's bebop. The Steins Gate at the treetop. Berserk what I'm keeping on rewatch. Hunter, I freak out. When I'm in my room, you should keep out. I'm a ghost of the shell, put you through hell like gun grave. That's a story to tell if you